Hello, everybody. Mike in Southern California again. Today's date is February the 13th, 2020, and you're on the mic. So, on today's episode, um, I'm going to talk about the Houston-based voice actors and some of the work, not only what some of the work they're doing right now in terms of their voice acting work, but also some of the other stuff that they're involved with that you might want to check out. So here we go. So first off, for those of you Toonami fans, don't forget every Saturday night, Sunday morning at 1 a.m. on Toonami is Shogeki no Soma Food Wars Shogeki no Soma, under the ADR direction of Kyle Colby Jones and featuring the voice talents of Blake Shepard, Stephanie Whittles, Jade Saxton, Joanne Bonasso, Geraldo Anzaldúa, Corey Hartzog, Adam Gibbs, Christina Marie Kelly, among many others, and John Swayze as well. Um, every Saturday night you can hear them on Toonami on Food Wars. So you guys might want to continue to check that out. If you haven't checked it out already, I recommend it. It's a pretty good show. Doing battle with food. You know, um, I know it will whet your appetite as thinking about all the delicious food that they get to cook on there. Jay Hickman's also in that as well. Um, so yeah, check it out. Also, for those of you in the Houston area, Maggie Fleckno, who is of course the voice of Rachel Benning in the Red Garden dub, in the ADV Get Red Garden dub, as well as Teoria from the Sentai Filmworks Majestic Prince dub. Every you check her out every morning in Houston. You head over to CW39 Houston's Morning Dose. You can watch her every morning as she highlights some of the local stuff going on in the Houston area on the Morning Dose news show on CW39 Houston. So you can check out Maggie's work. As I said, she's done some voice work for Sentai and for ADV, and you can check her out every morning from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. on CW39's Houston's Morning Dose. And finally, if you happen to be interested in learning about or even learning to do powered paragliding, Houston-based voice actor Andy McAvan, who is probably one of his more notable roles is as Commander Mardukas from the Full Metal Panic series, runs a powered paragliding instruction class called through a company called Texas Fly Sports. If you want to check that out, you can also check him out. He gives instructions in how to do that. So with that, as always, guys, if you guys want to meet these people at cons, don't forget that if you want to meet some of your favorite Houston-based voice actors and actresses at cons, you have to very politely and respectfully contact your local cons to get them invited to cons. Now, with that being said, I'm going to move on now to this day in Nietzsche history. You know, um, so on this day in Nietzsche history, um, first off, we go all the way back to 1979. On this date in 1979, space pirate Captain Hardlock would finish its original run in Japan. Um, on this date in 1979, space pirate Captain Hardlock finishes its initial television run, um, which started the previous year, March 14th, 1978. As I said, would finish its run on this date in 1979. So, for you Captain Hardlock fans, for those in Japan, this is when it finish its initial Japanese run. Oh, moving ahead to 19 on this date in 1990, Marvel would um would issue its first issues of three very short-lived series: Plastic Forks, Saga of the Original Human Torch, and Sensational She-Hulk in Ceremony. So on this date in 1990, Marvel Comics would release Plastic Forks, which would run for 5 issues. Saga of the Human Torch, which I believe ran for 4 issues, and Sensational She-Hulk in Ceremony would um, would run for 2 issues. So the first issues of each of those came out on this date in 1990. And moving ahead again to 2000, 10 years later, on this date in 2000, on an episode of Sunday Night Heat, S.A. Rios would win the WWF Light Heavyweight title from Gilbert, ending the longest reign under the WWF banner. Gilbert was initially, of course, WWF at the time enhancement talent Dwayne Gill, in a bit of a skit, initially starting off in a skit to kind of poke fun at Goldberg. They had him initially, when he started the Gilbert angle, go on a defeated streak, instead of whatever wins and losses Goldberg had, it'd be like and whatever, until he eventually won until he beat Christian on an episode of Raw's War, starting a year plus reign, 453 day reign as light heavyweight champion, which came to an end on this date in 2000, thanks to S.A. Rios, who would go on to have a month long, about 29 days, so just short of a month long reign, losing eventually to Dean Malenko. So on this date in 2000, S.A. Rios would beat Gilbert for the WWF Light Heavyweight Championship. So with that being said, as I've said, guys, well, get into it here. So with that being said, if you guys guys if you guys check out the links below, you can contact me directly through my Discord. You can go and check out my Discord, join if you'd like. You can DM me there. As always, guys, remember that Funimation is not the only game in town. You may notice in the links as well, I have links to some of the other dub companies that are out there. Check out some of the work. Sentai Filmworks, of course, does have a streaming service through High Dive that you guys might want to check out. So you can check out some of their works if you want to stream it subbed or dubbed, whichever one you like. They have the most up to date premieres of Food Wars on High Dive. They're up to season 3 on High Dive. I think they're still in season 2 on or second plate on Toonami. So you can check it out either way. Whether on High Dive for the most up to date stuff, or if you're a Toonami fan, check out, as I said, every Saturday night, Sunday morning at 1 a.m. On Toonami. As I was saying, don't forget to check out Food Wars Shogeki no Soma Saturday nights on Toonami, as well as you can check it out on High Dive, among some of Sentai's other works, up to date, episodes through High Dive. Also, I'm still promoting the GoFundMe's. As always, guys, don't feel like you have to donate. If you have the means to, and it's on your heart to do so, please consider donating. If you have already donated, please consider donating again. And if you cannot donate, you can still help out the cause by sharing the link. Sharing is caring, and you never know. Maybe somebody in your circle of friends might see it and go, "Yeah, I want to give it. I want to help out too." Never know. It doesn't hurt to ask. Um, and with that, let's see. And if you like this content, please consider liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. I look forward to the conversations with you guys as long as it's civil and respectful. I generally will get back to you pretty quickly as soon as I usually see the comment. Um, so with that, I hope you guys have a good day. Hopefully, I'll see you. See you tomorrow. Don't forget tomorrow is also the premiere. I'll have my next video. Probably have a Valentine's Day special tomorrow. Maybe talking about maybe some couples throughout anime, cartoons, wrestling, all that. You know, and don't forget tomorrow night is also the premiere of my next VA profile, which I will be talking about Ted Lewis / Ed Paul / Eddie Paulson from New York. So until then, guys, I will talk to you later. Bye.